Hello YouTube, how are you all? I hope you're looking after yourselves and keeping well. Welcome back to another adventure with me, Rambling Rachel, and my good friend Steph from Endurance Adventures. So today we've travelled up to the Peak District and we've just parked up at the top of Padley Gorge, only about a stone's throw away from the village of Grindleford. We're going to head up somewhere, maybe not as far as Higator, but somewhere in that general area for a bit of a hike and a cheeky wild camp. And yeah, grey skies, it hasn't stopped raining. This is actually our plan B. We do have a plan C. I have a place in mind where we're going to pitch a bit later, and if it's totally saturated and it's not suitable for camping, then we're gonna go to plan C. But if that happens, I'll tell you about it. If not, we'll just crack on and yeah, and enjoy this time outdoors. So we'll see you on the trail very soon. Because it's raining at the moment, I may not record too much until it starts to ease off. Okay, see you shortly. There we go, Steph is all kitted out in her waterproofs, ready to rumble. We're just going to descend into this little bit of Padley Gorge and then towards Llama.
On the edge.
This is Millstone Edge, and in the distance we've got the village of Hessage, but as you can see, it's not great in terms of visibility, and it's that sort of slow drizzly rain and wind. It's impressive though, even in this weather. We've made it to over Llama, and in a few minutes the conditions are worsening. It's really coming down now. Including the wind. But we decided against it because if we pitch there, even though it's relatively flat, the wind is hitting this side of the rock formation where our tents would be. There isn't really anything suitable on the other side, and the weather, as you can see, it's a bit rubbish. But it is early spring, not quite there yet, still quite wintry, and yeah, we're going to play it safe and do the sensible thing. It's not a fail, it's a bail. So yeah. Plan C initiated?
Yeah, plan C in action.
I'll tell you what that is shortly, when we come up with the plan C. You're right.
Oh, it's a bit slippery on this, isn't it, Rachel?
This makes up for last time when you fell and I recorded you. Oh, soft landing, plenty of padding.
The big rucksack as well.
There's some birdsong down here.
Yeah. I hope it did film.
On our last wild camp about a month ago in Northamptonshire, Steph did take a bit of a tumble and ended up with some dirty trousers because it was wet, muddy, slippy and raining, like it always is when we go camping together. And on this one, it was my turn to take a tumble. Soft landing, no injuries, just my pride, a little bit wounded, but I'll get over it, and some dirty waterproof trousers. Oh. despite the fact that things haven't quite gone to plan today, it's still great to get outdoors, stretch the legs, get some fresh air, get out into the big hills and the moorlands of the Peak District. And as I live in Northants, I don't have this on my doorstep. It's at least a 2.5 hour drive, so this is a real treat. So I like to make the most of it, embrace it, regardless of what the conditions are. So we are heading back to the top of Padley Gorge now, back to where the car is parked. Then we're going to try and get ourselves into a youth hostel or a B&B, get our kit dried off, and then go for a nice long walk tomorrow. Maybe somewhere near Kinder Scout, Hope Valley. Not 100% sure yet, but we're going to make the most of this little micro adventure. So no wild camp, I'm afraid, folks. Really sorry to disappoint you, but there will be more camping in the future. So I'm going to log off now because we're getting quite close to the road. And yeah, thanks again for watching the video to this point. I really do appreciate it. Do consider hitting that big like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so already and you enjoy my content. Check out Steph's channel, Endurance Adventures. I'll leave a card at the end of the video. Until then, look after yourselves, go well, God bless. See ya.